Complementary feeding from 6 to 12 months. From 6 months of age, babies grow quickly. Their brains develop every day. They learn to recognize faces, listen to voices, move, and then understand words. Until now, breast milk has been the main food. But from this point on, the baby needs breast milk and other foods to get enough energy and, above all, enough nutrients such as iron, iodine, and healthy fats. This is called complementary feeding. In many Afghan families, a mother prepares morning tea while the baby squirms, clings to her clothes, and asks to be held. The mother breastfeeds and then thinks, he is 6 months old, it is time to gently start something other than milk. Sometimes water is scarce, money is limited, and cooking is done with what is available. The good news is that with simple foods, it is possible to feed a baby well, and at what pace, to move forward. Continue breastfeeding, the foundation, even after 6 months. After 6 months, breast milk remains very important up to 2 years or longer. Even when the baby eats porridge and meals, breastfeeding protects against illness, provides water, proteins, vitamins, and comfort. Breastfeeding also supports the mother-child bond, attachment, emotional security, which contributes to brain development and learning. Many women worry, I don't have enough milk. Often, the baby asks for the breast more frequently because he is growing, because he is sick, or because he needs reassurance. In general, the more the baby nurses, the more milk the body produces. If possible, the breast can be offered before and after meals. And if people around the mother suggest replacing breast milk early with animal milk or tea, it is helpful to remember that, for a baby, breast milk remains the safest and most complete option. Gradual diversification, step by step, without rushing the baby. Diversification does not mean changing everything at once. It means adding foods little by little. At 6 months, start simple, in small amounts. At first, the baby does not need a big bowl. The baby is mainly learning to swallow something other than milk, discover tastes, accept a spoon. It is possible to start with 2 or 3 spoonfuls, once or twice a day, and then increase slowly. Regularity matters more than quantity. Texture is very important. 6 to 8 months, mashed foods or thick purées, not only rice water. If it is too thin, it fills the stomach but provides little nutrition. 9 to 11 months, more coarsely mashed foods, with small very soft pieces. Around 12 months, some family foods can be offered well cooked, in small pieces. Frequency, a rhythm that supports growth. 6 to 8 months, 2 to 3 meals per day, in addition to breastfeeding. 9 to 11 months, 3 to 4 meals per day plus 1 to 2 small snacks if possible. 12 months, 3 to 4 meals plus snacks depending on appetite. When the baby is ill, diarrhea, fever, the baby sometimes eats less. In that case, breastfeeding can be continued often. Small amounts of food can be offered, and it is recommended to increase gradually after the illness to help the baby catch up. Feeding the brain, 3 treasures to look for on the plate. For cognitive development, memory, attention, language. Certain nutrients are especially important during the first 1,000 days. Treasure number 1, iron, attention and brain development. Iron is essential for the development of the brain and nervous system. Iron deficiency in early life can harm development. Realistic sources of iron, depending on availability. Liver, very rich, a small amount is enough, always well cooked. Meat, sheep, goat, beef, well cooked, minced or very finely shredded, egg, especially the yolk, well cooked. Lentils, beans, chickpeas, well cooked and mashed. Simple tip. Iron from legumes is better absorbed if a vitamin C-rich food is added when possible: tomato, lemon, orange. Treasure number 2, iodine, brain and thyroid. Iodine is essential for brain development. The simplest daily method, when possible, is to use iodized salt. It is best stored in a dry place and added preferably near the end of cooking. Treasure number 3, healthy fats, including omega-3 DHA, plus energy. A baby's brain is largely made of fat. Some fats, including DHA, support brain and vision development. In areas where fish is not easily available, it is possible to add a little oil, or ghee, to porridge or vegetables. It helps meet energy and growth needs. Offer very finely ground nuts if the baby tolerates them. But never in large pieces because of the choking risk. Use eggs and dairy products, yogurt, fermented milk, depending on availability and tolerance. Nutrition education interventions emphasize the idea of enriching meals, for example with oil or ghee, and increasing quantities gradually, especially after an illness. Building a strong meal with everyday foods. A baby's meal can be imagined as a small house with 3 pillars. The base, energy. Grains and starches, for example. Flour porridge, very well-cooked rice, well-softened bread, potato. The building blocks, protein and iron. Lentils or chickpeas or beans, plus egg or a little meat or liver. Protection, vitamins, and energy density. Well-cooked mashed vegetables or fruits plus a small spoon of oil or ghee. Concrete examples. Thick porridge plus well-cooked mashed lentils plus a little oil. Very well-cooked rice plus egg yolk plus carrot puree. Thick shorba, no strong chili, plus very tender finely shredded meat. Plain yogurt plus ripe mashed banana, if tolerated. Hygiene and safety. Protect the stomach, protect growth. A baby who often gets sick, diarrhea, loses energy and absorbs nutrients less well. Hygiene is therefore part of nutrition. When possible, wash hands before preparing food and before feeding. Use the safest water possible, boiled if needed. Avoid keeping food for a long time at room temperature. Use a clean spoon. Complementary feeding programs emphasize hygiene because it improves practices and reduces illness. Feeding a baby from 6 to 12 months does not require expensive foods. The essentials rest on 3 ideas. Breastfeeding continues, nutrition, protection, emotional bond. Diversification happens gradually, textures, frequency, quantities. The brain needs iron, iodine, and healthy fats, even in small regular amounts. In case of weight loss, persistent refusal to eat, repeated diarrhea, or major concern, it is preferable, if possible, to seek advice from a midwife or a health center.